Hi, I'm getting quite a lot of questions around software and what we're doing at Quiddity Group. So, quite frankly, we've been using a software called Landlord Vision for the last 7 years or so. And whilst it was okay for a small portfolio, and also we were having the challenges, we were having to use multiple other bits to compensate for what Landlord Vision didn't have. And quite frankly, it got to a point where the most important thing that was missing was the app version of Landlord Vision. And because of that, we decided to migrate all of our portfolio, which is over 150 now, over onto a new software called Arthur Online. Now, the trick is the key things here. I think we don't regret it. I think Arthur Online is proving to be all the things that we thought it was going to do. A few things that it does have that we didn't have before was app. So we've got a 4 apps. So the first app is for the tenant, so the tenant can report all of their challenges that they're getting from their property on the app. We've got a contractor app, so the process is once a tenant reports a problem, we then decide which contractor is on our system that can do the work, and then the contractor downloads their app, so then we can send the work to them directly, and they then agree or disagree or accept or decline. Once they go to the job, they do the job, they then post, let's say for example a gas cert, they can post the gas cert on there or email the gas cert to us and then complete the job on AO Trades or Contractors app. So that's the second app that we really like. The third app is the Property Manager app. So both of my property managers and some of the other guys that work in the office, we use that to manage the portfolio itself, whether that's to do with utilities, gas cert, electricity, EICR certificates, any of those kind of legal requirement that landlords have to do and manage is being managed on the Property Manager app. The fourth app is the owner's app, so that's down to just me, and I can quite frankly I'm not using it at the moment at all really, but I think at some point I'm going to start putting, for example, mortgage information, etc on there. So in a nutshell, I think the transition has been, painful, I would say. I think, it took us probably 3 months. And bearing in mind, my process beforehand was always everything that gets uploaded to Landlord Vision also gets backed up onto Dropbox or an equivalent cloud-based system. The reason why I always did this for 10 years plus now was I thought at some point this is going to happen. We're going to need to migrate to a different software, and then we're going to have to download everything that we've put on the old software. This is what they call stickiness from these software companies. They think it's going to be too much work for you to do, so you end up staying. But I'd already said to my property managers, look, everything we do, we have to back it up on a cloud-based system. So we did that, and even by doing this, it was still a lot of work for us to migrate. But also we added a lot of more information onto the system for us to manage all of our properties. So it was quite a lot of work. I mean, I'm talking probably 3 months worth of work here, where we had to slowly but surely migrate, get all the information, all the gas, the electricity, EICR, the how to rent guide, immigration checks, then all the ASTs, and everything else that comes with property management. Because don't forget, managing a lot portfolio is a business in itself. So those processes needs to happen. So the other good news that happened because of that, yes, it was painful. It took us 3 months, but we did a lot of the cleansing of the data. So we got rid of a lot of information that we didn't need, but most importantly, we identified some of the information that we did need and we didn't have, and then we went out and rectified those problems. So now we sit probably 4 months into the journey on a very good base, where our property portfolio is sat on AO, or what we call AO Arthur Online, on their portal, as well as still backed up on Dropbox. So we're still doing the same thing, everything, just in case something happens and gets corrupted on AO. I know they're big backed company now, so it's not just one single owner. It's a German company that backs this company, so they've got quite a lot of resource behind them. But because even then, I still want a backup on Dropbox, our personal company Dropbox, and quite frankly, I still print some of the stuff, which I will start reducing now, printing gas certs and stuff like that, just in case we needed to ever get to it. But I guess the fallout of all of this is it's much more efficient. Most importantly, I can trust the data now that's in Arthur Online. about all of our processes, when does the next 12-month rent increase is going to happen, so we've already plugged that in. So it's becoming a systematic process of how we manage our portfolio much easier, and we're going to make less mistake. It's going to be more efficient for my property managers to manage everything, and by doing that it's costing us less on an overall basis. But talk about costs, so Landlord Vision like for like was around 120. This is costing us about £200, but to be fair to Altham, now we're adding more properties as we go along, more tenancies as we go along, and this is costing a bit more money. So in that way, it's cost more money, but I think it's been really worth it. So check out all my videos on TikTok and all the other social media, and post or any questions you've got.